Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Elite Season 7. This is the finale. I am Hans Buttface. Tonight we conclude the Splatterhouse WANPAKU Graffiti season with the relegation races in the bowl and the upper deck, and the championships for both the bowl and the upper deck. We're going to start with the relegation race from the bowl. Representing Group Leatherface, Zarnax42 went 1-2. His only win was against Random Effect. Random Effect going 0-3. Splatterhouse WANPAKU Graffiti was his nomination that got voted in to play this season. Now over in Group Michael Myers, Digshake went 1-2. His lone victory was against Puke7. This is Digshake and Random Effect's second consecutive appearance in a relegation race. Which two will stay in the bowl and which two will get relegated to the cesspool? Let's find out right now. All right, will do, Hans. I am Angry Larry, joined with Dark Magician. How are you?
I'm doing okay. 1184.
1184. This is the relegation race for the bowl, the first ever premiere edition, the relegation race for the bowl. We have Digshake, Puke7, Random Effect, and Zarnax42, and here they go.
So yeah, they're starting off in what kind of soup do you like? Well, no time for that. We got a game to watch here. This is actually pretty important. These guys are fighting for their chance to stay in the, the bowl?
In the bowl. Two of them will stay in the bowl. The bottom two finishers will get flushed to the cesspool.
Yeah. That's not a place you want to be. There's mice down there and apparently worms.
Random Effects, the first one. How did he get such a lead? Is he the only one that did the reset trick?
I guess so. I wasn't really paying attention, but based on the fact that they're all synced the way they are. He's also the only one with a little bit of green in his grass, or a little bit of brown in his grass.
All right, here we go. Non-stop action. Let's see who gets the most kills.
Yeah, they all entered here with 6 and 10, so that means nobody killed the heads that came off those. I don't know, what are they? Dog zombies?
I think it's the Pink Panther.
Ah, I gotcha. So they're all Inspector Clouseau.
No, they all sell fiberglass. What kind, let's talk about the worst product endorsements ever. The Pink Panther selling fiberglass. Is that the worst combination of cartoon character to product? Or is Snoopy selling MetLife insurance up there?
I mean, you got Fruity Pebbles too.
Right, but that's a cereal, so it's for kids. So why you have kids, things kids like the Flintstones or John Cena promoting that?
I don't know. I always thought it was weird that the Flintstones, they do cereal and vitamins.
Right, but again, you want the kids, you're marketing to the kids, and you want the kids to take the vitamins, and you want the kids to, cereal's a kid's product. What a tasty Digshake dies right there.
On the books at that. I guess Digshake does not like reading. And now we got this this doll thingy, whatever it is. Maybe it's a girl. Spins her head off, which is kind of weird. So, how rich is this girl that she has a china cabinet in her room?
Would you not consider that a dining room?
But there's a bed.
Is that a bed or is it a table?
Isn't that a pillow?
Is that a pillow or is that a centerpiece?
I don't know.
You never put a pillow on top of a table?
I've slept on that table a couple of times.
Why?
I'm not ashamed to admit that one.
Back problems or?
No, college.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No, my favorite college story was I went to a party with my friends, and this guy got drunk, and he didn't want his girlfriend to leave, and he took the tailgate off of her truck, like that was going to stop her.
That normally stops. Yeah, that normally stops people from leaving.
Just, I don't even know how he got the tailgate off without any tools that I saw. It was an older truck, so maybe they just lift off or something, but I thought it was ridiculous.
Dick Shake's having the worst fight here I've ever seen in my life.
And Dick Shake's been having a rough go from the get-go. I don't know. We'll leave that one up to Artie.
Well, he's probably already done right now. He's ready to make his way into the sewer where everyone else is. We're going to do that famous, where's the pig? I mean, top or bottom. Probably everyone's going to go bottom route.
Pop the pig?
Find the pig.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big thing. You gotta yell, where's the pig? 48 rooms of pure chaos.
Is that like pork sausage? So you gotta hide the sausage?
I never played that party game, no.
So we got under, we got over, and we got a dig shake.
Yeah, he'll get there eventually.
Let's hope.
One bop there for Puke 7. Let's see if that's it. That is it.
A zit?
Yeah, he made up time on Zarnax right there by taking the top route.
We got Dig Shake hanging out in the cesspool. Hopefully he doesn't decide to get flushed down into the cesspool. What he's playing so far, though, is not looking good.
Yeah, we probably should have made the cesspool race only race until they're out of the cesspool. Or like, no, I'm sorry, the bowl relegation race.
That would have been too clever.
First two people, like one loop plus to the cesspool. So they had to beat the game and then get out, metaphorically, physically, whatever you want to call it, get out of the cesspool.
Well, Zarnex just threw himself at the ground, but unfortunately he hit it, so he's not flying, and he had to do that whole room again.
Yeah, it gets Dig Shake a little bit closer.
Yeah, they're both on the same bot. Actually, Dig Shake's ahead, I think. Oh, no, never mind. Zarnex just has a 30 FPS stream. But I didn't see half that fight. There we go. So what's in these test tubes on the wall? Because they don't look like spiders.
Don't they look like the rainbow bright bats?
Maybe. I was thinking more like the head looks like a little Z.
As soon as just before you started saying that, I saw that, and I was going to say something about it. It looks like the Two Gamers One Melvin logo.
It actually does. Let's get that logo going in chat, guys.
Or like a stingray. But have you heard my story about procking a candy in this stage?
No.
So I was just randomly bouncing around, swinging the knife like an idiot, waiting for the stupid things to spawn. And all of a sudden, I swiped an area towards the left test tube, and just candy dropped. So that made me.
I wonder if it's there.
That made me think that there are special spots in this game that you can swing and hit, and maybe get yourself a health refill or an extra gun or something.
Yeah, who knows? But speaking of bouncing, that Spider Lady's boobs bounced off the screen, and now we're in the city again, I guess? Town? What do you call this?
Now, what would you name this town?
I'm pretty sure this town has a name.
Well, like if you didn't know any better and you weren't really paying attention to like real lore, but you wanted to, give it your own name, what would you call it?
Melvinville.
Melvinville population Dig Shake. He makes his way over.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Or Melvinville population 4.
I mean, this guy's a clan member, and he lives in this tiny town, and nobody raises suspicions about it?
I mean, did you have any problems with the idiots living in Waco?
That's a fair fight. Speaking of not having a fair fight, Zarnax. Man.
Random effects the first one out. Puke 7 followed close behind by Zarnax. Dig is really not that far behind. And he's going to be exiting now.
Yeah, he's doing decently. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get out of the pool, but I mean, we keep talking about Dig Shake down there, but one of these other three are going to get flushed as well. Right now, it looks like Zarnax.
Yeah, so far if we have the Fox ticker or whatever, Fox tracks, whatever we want to do. Puke 7 and Random Effect are going up or staying. Dig Shake and Zarnax are going down at this moment.
Remember when Fox was real big on the NHL?
Yes.
And they decided to put the blue light on the puck?
That was revolutionary. Random Effect's gun is defective. You ever see him do this fight?
No.
He can't get 4 consecutive hits on the fly. In fact, he doesn't even hit the fly most of the time.
Why doesn't Puke have a shotgun?
Why did Puke let Dig Shake pass him?
Why did anybody let Dig Shake pass him?
I think that's Dig Shake's bumper sticker. It's I do okay. That's what you said before. Or like I step on ducks or something.
Does it just say it's fine?
It's fine.
I'm sorry. This level, ever since you brought up the fact that solo synchronized swimming is a thing, drives me nuts.
Dude, I'm more than just a pretty face. I bring some factual knowledge to the restreams.
So explain how you can synchronize a solo.
Because I think the synchronization has more to do with the music than it does with another person.
Isn't that just called dancing?
Yes. Okay, maybe.
So why not just like call it, I don't know, water dancing, or
because
be clever and call it like water lilies?
Well, you try to get a 8-year-old kid to Google water dancing or water lilies, and you're not going to like the results.
Are we turning off Safe Surf?
Well, I mean, it's like the exact same argument why China is not in the WWE Hall of Fame, because you can Google her name and find some, pretty out there stuff. It's all about the kids and the internet searches nowadays.
I don't know who China is.
It's okay. Now you can Google it, and I ruined your life.
Is it worse or better than Hope Solo?
Oh, Hope Solo. I hate Hope Solo. Let's get into a rant about Hope Solo. I feel like I talk about women's soccer every time I do one of these now.
Yeah, she was one of the reasons I almost didn't want to watch any of the Women's World Cup stuff. But it was her and Megan Rapinoe that
I don't like Megan Rapinoe either. I'm glad you brought that up because I thought I was the only one.
No, I don't know what it is about her, but she just rubs me the wrong way. But what's that other girl's name? Alex
Morgan.
Yeah, Alex Morgan I like, and Carly.
Carly Lloyd.
Yeah, those are the two I got behind.
You remember that story about Alex Morgan being drunk in Disneyland Epcot Center and getting thrown out?
No, but it sounds like something she would do.
That was the exact story. She got drunk in Epcot Center and got thrown out.
Neat. I mean, so that doesn't make sense because they serve wine there. So what do they expect?
It's the only reason to get people to Epcot Center is because they can taste all the alcohol from all the other fake countries around the stupid dodecahedron, whatever the hell that thing is.
Yeah, I don't know what they actually call it, the tour of the world or something. But I think it's just a ploy for them to sell things because now they even roped in Frozen in there.
I like how this is my experience with Epcot. We have Zarnax is in the lead now, taking on the Wolf Boss first, followed by Random Effect. Dig Shake going in there now, and Puke 7's in a distant fourth.
Was that all the fly that dropped him behind?
Pretty much, yeah. a little slower through the woods area. We're going to take a look at the fight here. Zarnax makes it through. Zarnax is one of the pioneers in this, the meta. There hasn't been a lot of people doing the science on this game, but one of the people that did bring something important to the table as random effect almost dies to the boss. Digshake's on low health as well. I'm going to table my story for a second.
Yeah, random effect just barely makes it through, and then he gets a level up from the extra kills you get from beating bosses. I don't remember how much they are. I think 14, but...
Zarnax takes a hit, almost falls through the crumple bridge, and Digshake is through, and Puke 7 is through, so no deaths on the final boss. Zarnax 1, random effect 2, then Digshake and Puke a little bit behind. We'll see what happens going into the final lap here. But my story about... What was it about?
I don't know.
I don't remember
Epcot?
anymore. Yeah, Epcot. So they rope you in.
1430 entrance.
1430 in for Zarnax?
Yep. All right, so...
So they rope you in because they sell the mini flags of all the nations. And I'm a person, I always like license plates. I always like flags. 17 seconds behind for random effect. And so you go clockwise from like 6 o'clock, you know, all the way around the nations. So you buy all the flags. And then you get to China. And then they're always like, we sold out of the flags. No, they just don't sell the Chinese flag in Epcot. So you can never buy a flag of all the nations in there because they'll never sell China. But they always have that cover story of we're sold out.
Yeah, China is one of the places I like to spend time when I do go to Epcot. They do like Chinese acrobatics.
Yes, it used to be outside and it was rained out, so it was inside that day I was there.
I mean, all the towns have stuff, and Zarnax falls and makes this a close race.
Wow, he fell on the Garfield bats?
He fell on the clocks.
Okay, I thought he was a little bit further ahead than that.
Yeah, they shot him right in the face, and, you know, he couldn't handle the load and fell right into that hole.
It's tough to do in a clock room. You never want that to happen. So Digshake has been known to not complain, but have difficulty with the bats that just grab Zarnax. He avoids the pit, and he gets through the door. How's his health doing? His health is fine.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a Coke.
No Coke for Zarnax. He gets through the Screamer room with relatively little difficulty. Let's see how random effect does. Get through the door. He's trying to get through the door. He couldn't get through the door, but he's got through the door. So Zarnax 1, random effect 2. Digshake's a little bit behind. And then Puke 7. Uh-oh! Digshake gets grabbed and then doesn't jump.
Digshake just wanted to admire some more of these clocks.
Wanted a little bit more practice through these rooms. I don't blame him. This is the last time he's going to be playing the game. He's taking a final victory lap, and he dies in the clock room. And Puke 7
dies on the Screamers.
Yeah, so clear 1 and 2 right here, and that's all that really matters. Zarnax ahead of random effect.
I think Puke's going to keep ahead of Digshake, though, because he got to start back at the Screamers, it looks like. Digshake, he might as well have stopped in that other room, though. He's going to be visiting there very soon. I haven't been counting. I don't really care.
I can figure out.
This is too long.
I can figure out in a second. We just know that Zarnax is the lead.
So this game was, it had good platforming. It was fun. But some of the bosses just, they were a practice in tedium.
4 more hits for Zarnax.
This boss capitalizes on all of it. With the seizure floor, which none of them are in sync, it looks like. And then this boss that takes whatever number of hits. Who cares?
I think the answer is 42.
The answer is always 42.
And more importantly, we got to see if anybody's cornered. Zarnax 42. Gets out of there. Wasn't he in dead last at one point in this race?
He was. And then RE couldn't shoot his load at the fly. Puke 7 decided not to even take a shotgun in there. And Dig Shake was just being Dig Shake.
1850 for Zarnax right there. That is under his average. 1903 was his average in the group stage. And we have finisher number 2, Random Effect, with a 1906. That's 25 seconds faster than his average time in this tournament. So congratulations to Random Effect and Zarnax for staying in the bowl.
Yeah, they clogged it up just enough that they get to stay. I think Puke's on one of the final hits or so. Literally the final hit.
Indeed he is. And he'll be finishing third. His average time in the tournament was 22:53. So this is going to shatter that.
Johnny Stats got Dig Shake's time too, then?
Being told that Dig Shake's average time in a tournament was 19:58, which has just expired.
Well, he's not too far off. That's not horrible, but he does get over 20 minutes. I'm sure that's going to earn him a very gorgeous purple, conical shaped noggin keeper.
And yeah, there it is.
I like how you matched the Melvin hat to the film strips, or rather, Hans did. He did that.
I don't
good
know.
job there.
Yeah, I don't know who edits the Elite Tournament, but kudos to them for doing it.
Yeah, somebody behind the scenes that does a lot of work.
Yeah, mostly cursing at his computer every time he does something wrong. Which I did hear, and no one's going to notice it because it's going to get fixed, but thanks for bringing it up.
How much grilled cheese is on that computer?
Oh, man, that grilled cheese was good.
Have you ever had your grilled cheese with tomato soup on the side?
No, because tomato soup is disgusting, and I'm not over 70 years old.
Okay, have you ever grilled tomatoes and put it inside your grilled cheese?
No, because tomatoes are fruit, and I don't eat fruit.
Are we sure about tomato being a fruit? I mean, I know ketchup is considered a fruit by the Texas Board of Education, but do you remember that whole debacle?
No, I don't live in Texas.
So they decided that ketchup was indeed a fruit, and that was the way to guarantee that the kids were getting fruit with their lunches when they had hamburgers and French fries. And they also argued that pizza sauce was said fruit.
I mean, that sounds like an argument I would make for not eating it. By the way, what has 4 legs and can't walk?
Beats me.
I don't know. Popsicle's really mailing it in with these jokes on their things. But I think we're done. Congratulations to Random Effect and Zarnax 42. Dig Shake and Puke 7 are going to go down to the cesspool and have to climb their way back up.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on commentary. Thanks for everybody watching.
Yeah, it was fun to have you. And let's go to Hans. Congratulations to Zarnak 42 and Random Effect. They're going to stay in the bowl for next season. Dig Shake and Puke 7 will be sinking down to the cesspool. But now it's time for the best of the best from the bowl. Angry Larry takes on Armageddon Time for the championship. They were both relegated last season, even though they participated in a relegation race and survived. Thank you, Realignment. The winner will get a nomination for the potential game in season number 8. Let's bring you this championship right now.
Hello everyone, I am Ben Glasstube and I am joined by Dark Magician 1184. How are you doing, DM?
I'm doing okay.
So tonight we have the Sun Chips Bowl Championship game between Angry Larry and Armageddon Time.
We got Larry cheating using strats that very few people decide to use.
Yeah,
Arma decided not to.
You gotta look out for those cheaters. I don't know. We'll have to ask Hans if that's allowed.
Yeah, we'll have to check in on that. Meanwhile, I'm going to make a change for once in my life. It's going to feel real good. Going to make a difference. Going to make it right. A Summer's Disregard, a Broken Bottle Top, and One Man's Soul. You know where I'm starting?
I'm kind of afraid to ask.
I'm starting with the Man in the Mirror. So here we go with the Man in the Mirror himself. This is what, 30-second auto scroller here? A minute?
Sorry, I had to take a moment there to collect my thoughts and reflect on my own life and see if I need to make some changes, starting with the Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, you don't want to see the kids on the street with not enough to eat. A selfish kind of love. So these guys are competing for the bowl championship, but this game is irrelevant in their standings in the elite.
Well, I mean, yeah, standings wise, it's irrelevant, but the winner of this championship race gets a pick for next season's game.
Yeah, with that said, I'm rooting for Armageddon Time now.
You don't trust Larry to suggest games?
He's going to pick RC Pro-Am or something.
Ooh,
we all know how
that's
great of a game that is.
That is a rough game.
They're fighting these books. I tested this. I thought it was just another auto scroller, but you actually do have to kill these books.
Oh, like if you don't kill them, it takes longer?
Like if you don't kill them, then they won't advance at all. You have to kill that many books. And they'll fly off screen and new ones will spawn in their place. It's pretty dumb.
Oh, but you have to have kill 16 books or however many it is.
Exactly.
Larry having a little trouble putting the doll in the corner there.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
But he's still got a lead from his earlier cheating, I imagine.
Yeah, just barely. It's very minimal. Based on the 2.5 seconds he got from doing the continued strat.
What's going on Arma's side? You can't just have half the level disappear, Arma. I don't know about this game. We might have to yell at both of them for cheating.
We could just do like a skills showcase.
Oh yeah.
I know those are pretty hot.
Yeah, especially for new runners. We want to make sure that they're able to get the times they claim they can.
Did I ever tell you the first time I played this game, I thought you were supposed to attack the oven?
I thought you just had to eat the cheeseburger, and that was it.
Oh wow, this is sync. I think Arma's in the lead, actually.
It's really hard to tell on the sewer level heat. But it looks like the pipe in the background is like nicely scrolling from one screen to the other. It's enjoyable.
Well, as best it can from a 30 frames per second stream to a 60 frame per second stream.
Yeah, Arma took a bop there and lost a little bit of his lead. Hey,
Oh, over under.
Top strats. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. This is the kind of stuff we wait for the championship, the Sun Chips Bowl championship.
Yeah, last game of the year, can't hold anything back.
Man, Larry extends his lead by quite a bit there.
He's got more kills too, so he's going to have more health coming up. And Arma is disappearing more of the screen again.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There was some debate about the reset strat that Larry did. And I guess it's okay, but I don't think we ever had a ruling on deleting half the level.
Lag reduction, I'm sure.
We'll see if it pays off for him.
I don't know how he knows where these doors are.
Well, I mean, he can't see anyway, so he just plays all the games by sound.
So here they both are in the auto-scroller part 2 of another boss fight. This one is a little less auto-scroller though. This one does actually change, so we can see a lead change here.
Yeah, I don't think we never did get much information about how it works though. Is it just random? Like, is it just chance?
Yeah, I think it's frame ruled or whatever. Like, you'll always get the same RNG depending on which frame you come in on. I hate using the word RNG. I don't know why I said that.
I mean, it's a pretty appropriate use there.
I think it's one of the most overused acronyms in speedrunning.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you basically use it to describe any amount of random.
I mean, it'd be like going into a casino and them saying it constantly. Same idea.
I guess it depends. If you're playing like, video poker, then there's some RNG. But if you're playing like blackjack, I don't think shuffling the deck counts as RNG.
RNG, IRL. What's your favorite casino game?
I like craps because it's the most complicated game, and it takes me the longest to lose my money at it.
Yeah, I'm partial to roulette. Just complete randomness.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lots of RNG in that game.
It's no skill, just... I'm a simple man. I like to watch the wheels go round and round. It's probably why Plinko is one of my favorite Wheel of Fortune games, or Price is Right, whatever the show's called.
I like the Wheel of Fortune version of Plinko. That's a good one.
I was watching Jeopardy the other day, and they had a category of Wheel of Fortune where they showed like a partially filled out puzzle and you had to solve it.
That's wild. Like, what a crossover.
It was great. Speaking of great, Larry's ram fight was good, and Arma's ram fight is okay.
Yeah, Arma a little bit slower on there. They both had a lot of ghost bat, glow bat, whatever those things are, up. So that was kind of worrisome, especially Larry. It's not that much health left, but he should be fine now.
Yeah, I think you come across a hamburger at the beginning of the lake.
Yeah, there's 2 hamburgers pretty early on in that. I recently watched The Fly. That movie is messed up.
Oh, very much so.
But yeah, I'd never seen it. This game inspired me to finally sit down and watch. Of course, I watched the 80s one, not the original.
Yeah, no, the Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was an original before that.
Yeah, I think it's maybe Vincent Price is in it even. Like, it's that era. But I wanted those like cheesy 80s effects, you know, in my horror movie, not 50s or whatever.
Yeah, no, you gotta get the where they thought they were good with CGI.
Yeah, it just looks so bad now. So both players made it through the first lake stage, not too badly, but we'll see how Larry does on this one. This is like one of the more frustrating parts of this game.
Yeah, those mews really make these jumps difficult. And the hitbox on the skeleton is it fluctuates, it seems. But both these guys get through there. Both are good health.
Yeah, and minimal amounts of slowdown there. Like, yeah, I'm not sure you can get through without stopping at least a little bit, because the muse will just bop you around.
So here's a cafeteria lady serving up some tater tots for these guys and some RNG. Bring that turn back full circle. And we'll see. I think if Larry misses a cycle, this will bring Arma right back into it.
Yeah, this is yeah, people complain about this boss. I like this boss. I don't find it that hard to get him without a miss cycle.
And Larry gets through.
You can certainly lose time, like if he spawns on the far sides, though. Even if you do get it in, you know, without any miss, which both players do. You know, it can take you a little longer to jump over there and hit him.
We'll see if either player is screen watching here, or not here, but coming up, and see if they take some safety strats.
Yeah, they both have plenty of health, so you know, both can certainly opt for the damage boosts, as it were. And Arma breezes through the spike room there.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a great race. Larry doesn't have that much of a lead on Arma.
Yeah, and he's doing everything he can to capitalize on it, though.
Yeah, it looks like Larry might be picking up a little bit of health here and there. He's falling behind on that. So we gonna see buckets?
Yeah, even with high health, I think it's in a race situation worth picking up a bucket. Although you can get a pretty good refill right after this boss. Ooh, it looked like Arma missed the bucket. I think he was trying to get it, but
well, it's paying off for Larry because he's taking a lot of damage here.
yeah, sometimes you wonder if it, like, you know, if you're used to doing the bucket strats, if that's a crutch, you know, or you don't necessarily try as hard to avoid the damage.
Yeah, Arma's taking just as much, and he doesn't have the protection.
Yeah, I think it looked like he tried to get it and maybe just missed. You know, you only get one shot. Once those buckets fall, it's that's it. Still very close. Oh, Arma with the screen deletions again.
So what's your favorite kind of moon?
I think full moon.
Really? That's what you go for?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of a waxing crescent.
But like, you know, day to day, or when you look at the moon, you can't tell if it's waxing or waning. You know, that's only like over time.
That's a fair point.
So do you really prefer waxing crescent over other kinds of crescents?
Yes, based on the side of the moon that the crescent would be on.
But it doesn't work like that. Like,
I know it's.
come on.
Don't rain on my parade.
You know, if it's raining, you probably can't see the moon at all.
That's sort of fair point. Unless I'm in an airplane.
I hadn't considered that. Good chainsaws from Larry.
Yeah, speaking of taking off, Larry is really pulling away. We'll see if he twitch on the toilet, or if he's just going to skip right past. Might have some trouble with these clocks. Nope. We're good. It's a nice sync going through these doors.
Yeah, that was pretty well aligned. Yeah, this has got to be Arma's favorite room with all the clocks in it. You know, I just noticed now for the first time that the pendulums are eyeballs.
Really? That's the first time you've noticed it?
Just now. I've never noticed that before.
That's why I always make reference to the Exorcist. Not the Exorcist, the Poltergeist. And the cows. So here's Larry going into the final battle. He's got a 2-room lead, so probably about 2 cycles on the boss.
Yeah, we'll see. We can look at the times when he gets his first hit there. Look at 15:48. And
So he's going
4 for Arma.
Yeah, it's going to have to come down to either a Larry death or a Larry choke job.
Yeah, he could even afford to miss, you know, a couple cycles, I think, at this point. But this is the championship game, so I think you know, both players are going to be pretty well versed in where the Pumpkin King spawns.
Yeah, so now we're just watching to see if the pumpkin actually hits the corners.
While we watch that, let me ask you some more questions about the moon.
Sure.
Do you prefer, like, when the moon is... What are your thoughts on, like, the, what do they call it, the harvest moon, when it's really low in the sky and orange and looks huge?
It's okay. I mean, I think people make a big deal about it. But give it, like, 30 minutes and all of a sudden it's no longer a very big moon.
Yeah, regular old moon again.
Our atmosphere is amazing. I thank nature every day for the oxygen it gives me.
That's pretty useful stuff. All right, Larry gets that last hit in.
So what are these things that are coming out of the pumpkin? Are these like baby pumpkins?
Oh, pumpkin seeds.
It looks like baby pumpkins. It looks like little pumpkins. This is like when you kill a mommy spider who's pregnant, and all those little spiders like explode out of the body.
Yeah, but that boss was earlier.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever killed a pregnant spider?
I have not had the pleasure of killing a spider only to have many more spiders swarm out of it onto me.
It's amazing because it was like when I did it, it had to be 20 to 30 baby spiders that came out.
That's a lot of spiders. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I don't think I'd be excited. But Angry Larry,
no, I went crazy.
It's that sub 18. Yeah, I'm sure. And like they're tiny, you can't crush them. They're way too small.
Yeah, no, they took off and I couldn't find them. So I think I mean it didn't change anything because that spider was going to lay those eggs, and probably me killing the mother probably didn't give those babies much of a chance to survive anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you
like,
still had a bunch of baby spiders unaccounted for.
Yep. Just like Arma's Melvin hat. He's got plenty of those unaccounted for.
I wonder how many he has. We'll have to ask Johnny Stats.
Winners don't use drugs. Who's your shout out in the credits of this game?
My shout out? I think Silky Deguchi. Like, come on. How can you pick anyone else?
Not Bagu-chan?
Bagu-chan is solid, but Silky Baguchi, come on. Like, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I always go for the Princess Kai.
Princess Kai is a good one too. I like that they have their little little character sprites for everyone.
Emojis, emoticons.
I'm sure if that's what you call them. I don't know.
Yeah, what's your nomenclature for that?
For the ones in the game?
No, just in general. Like if you're typing and you put a smiley face, what do you call them?
I call them dongers.
No. Dongers are only when you use a ASCII. I think I got those letters correct. Those are just like when you use normal text. I'm talking like when you make pictures that are like they turn into pictures, you know? They're part of the
Oh, like Twitch emotes.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unicode. They're part of Unicode.
Yeah, the Unicode ones, I think they call them emoji.
You're not on the emoticon bandwagon?
Nah. I don't call them anything. I don't talk about those things. You're making me uncomfortable now.
Well, being uncomfortable, we'll have to send it back to Hansen.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for commentating. That was a fun race to watch.
Yeah, it was, and thanks for joining me as well.
Take it away, Hans.
And he is quite possibly the greatest man who ever lived. Angry Larry is the champion of the bowl for season 7. We have elite exclusive footage of Angry Larry just as he was finishing his Splatterhouse race. Let's hear how it sounded from Angry Larry's point of view. He is mic'd up.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That is right, I did it! That's number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
You are indeed. It's time for us to shift on over to the upper deck. The relegation race in the upper deck. Top 2 participants stay in the upper deck. Bottom 2 participants sink to the bowl. Dark Magician, despite having the second best time, which is nothing to brag about, in the whole tournament, not just the group, he went 1-2. His lone victory was against Link Sevens, who was in his first ever relegation race / losers bracket. He went a perfect 0-3. And joining them from Group Freddy, Neerim, who absolutely threw it, went 1-2. And Bent Glass Tube, 0-3. Bent Glass Tube, the 5-time world record holder, 5-time world record holder, going 0-3 a season after we played a game where he got the world record and was the runner-up in the tournament. Let's bring you this relegation race right now.
What's up, everyone? I'm Justin, here with Edge.
Hey.
And we got a relegation race here, 4-way race. And this is going to determine who gets to stay in the upper deck and who has to go down to the bowl. 2 of these racers will not get to stay in the upper deck.
All right, and we're off, and we got some reset strats already. So everybody off to a pretty quick start, but to be expected. This is pretty much Whole-Bright Simulator for the first portion.
Yeah, who had the best reset? So it looks like maybe BGT. It's hard to tell.
I mean, BGT is pretty much an expert at resets, so...
Sometimes it's good to have practice. Actually, it might have been Nirm. Yeah, BGT, DM, Link, and Nirm. After this sweet auto-scroller boss, we will be off.
And we've got a lot of competitive PBs in this race so far. DM, Link, and Nirm both with all with sub-19s. So
Yeah, and I'm not sure what is BGT's PB. Has he even submitted one yet? I feel like
I think it might be his 2051.
That's his best race time. I could have sworn he had a better actual PB, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's fair, and that wouldn't surprise me. He likes to do a lot of off race practice.
Yeah, it looks like 1805 is BGT's PB, so that's
Yeah, so
pretty solid.
Yeah, I expect this to be a pretty darn close race, and into the bouncing head fight.
I'm hoping for a 4-way tie, honestly.
Yeah, after the bookshelves, I don't know. It feels like the fields generally open up after these couple of segments here.
Yeah, we should see. I doubt everyone's gonna have the same Exorcist boss fight here, but who knows? Maybe we'll have 4 optimal clean fights. Never know.
Alright, we got people lining up, and wow, Nirm killing it, and BGT with a nice recovery as well. Actually,
Yeah,
nice
Nirm,
recoveries.
absolutely optimal fight, it looked like.
Yeah, and then BGT had a pretty nice recovery. They all did, but it just took DM and Link a little bit longer, it seemed.
Yeah, if you missed that first hit, it's pretty much 3 seconds gone. But if you can manage to get a quick second hit once it's in range and then get it into the corner, the rest of the fight should be the same.
Time for chickens and knives.
My favorite. I hate when they get separated. Nirm actually missed a cycle there, it looks like, so he's gonna give up a little time.
Alright, so I gotta ask, what's your favorite chicken dish?
Probably chicken cutlets with like deep fried with breadcrumbs.
Oh.
With lemon juice. Does that sound weird?
No, that sounds pretty delicious too, and significantly healthier than my choice of chicken cordon bleu.
That's a good one too, though.
Yeah, let's see. What can we do to make things healthier? Yes, let's stuff it with ham and cheese.
Hell yeah. I don't see a problem. BGT seeing a little bit of a problem here. But he makes it into the boss fight just fine. Link is a little behind. He had a little bit of trouble with the chickens and the knives.
We got 3 people going lower. Let's see if Link changes it up.
I think at this point everyone has learned the lesson. Looks like.
Oh no, DM missed the swing there and catches back up, but that is a pretty rough time loss there. looks like he's hopping mad over it. too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he just jumped early or he jumped. You can jump kind of at a bad time where you just like jump right into him before you get the hit off.
Yeah, it's always rough when the rat decides to jump at the same time that you do. So we got BGT and Nirm into the chainsaw fight now, and DM not too far behind, so he had a pretty clean run post rat.
No shotguns for anyone on that fight. And yeah, all four just opting to go regular strats here.
Yeah, BGT playing it a little more aggressive, jumping for those guys that are falling from the ceiling, and see if that pays off. I know there's a little bit of RNG in this fight.
I'd like to hope that that actually does, because it actually would add a little bit of skill factor, I feel like, to the fight here, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, it's good to knock those guys out as fast as you can anyway, but it's a little trickier to hit them as they're falling.
Who's in the lead?
I think
They're all just
BGT by
killing spiders.
yeah, BGT is by a hair, I think, but see if Nirm can clean up.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be out of there first. Nirm, maybe about 5 seconds behind, and DM probably about another 5 or a little more than 5 behind that.
Yeah, that was uh-oh.
What is this?
We got some crossword puzzles maybe. It looks like he's got the LA Times queued up.
Interesting turn of events from Dark Magician. Oh, meanwhile, we're arriving at the goat boss here for 2 of our 3 racers. Link is a little bit behind, but he'll be entering the building.
Yeah, this is another good boss where you can pick up some time, just how fast you can get the stun lock off, and if you can clear out those birds for the last phase.
Looks like DM is back. He's reappeared at the goat boss, so we'll see how these 4 do.
I mean, hats off to him. He finished the LA Times puzzle in like a minute, so.
Was that the Saturday puzzle?
I think it was the Friday puzzle, but still, there's still tons of stuff like MC spelled out phonetically. That's always a nice one to see.
Absolutely. And good fight for BGT and for Nirm. I think both of them had pretty equal fights. DM had a little bit more trouble.
Yeah, Link 7's having a pretty good fight.
Yeah, Link's making up time, I think, a little bit.
Alright, BGT had to fire a couple shots off to get through those pumpkin heads, but Nirm went through it clean and has a full bar of health, so I think he is in pretty good shape to take the lead if BGT decides to go for some burgers.
Yeah, it's only a few seconds of a lead. And yeah, I would say he's definitely going to go for a little bit of health here. You do get the free one.
Yeah, and I think with a little bit of cleaner movement, Nirm is right there with the lead by a hair.
Yeah, it's just about synced, and I think you're right. Just about. Oh, yeah, now it's not anymore. But it was like a few frames.
And DM is making up some time though, so BGT's gotta play it a little more carefully here. Good movement through this section though.
Well, BGT pretty clean. He got 1 knockback, but otherwise it's pretty good. Here's DM. A little bit of trouble. Now Link. I think Link might have had the cleanest one out of the 4
Yeah.
for that section.
I don't know. I always find it's a little bit safer to just skip that burger.
Yeah, just eat the time loss and just stay in the water so you know you're not taking any knockbacks. That is probably a legit race strat. Here we go, Fork Ninja.
Oh yeah, with the Dark Magician logo in the sky.
I just noticed that. Excellent.
Oh, Link 7 misses a cycle. Got a bad spawn there.
Yeah, Nirm's out with about a 5-second lead still over BGT now. DM's probably 10 to 15 behind. So BGT and Nirm right now are in pretty good shape to advance, or not advance, but be safe to stay. As long as nothing major goes wrong for them.
Yeah, it seems like a shame though, because these are all going to be pretty solid times, but you know, 2 people got to get eliminated.
Yeah, so far nothing's really majorly gone wrong.
DM had a pretty decent screamer room there. That's always a little tricky. And wow, real clean one from Link.
Yeah, Link's been making some of these harder sections look pretty trivial. A little bit of a rough early game set him back a little bit, but I think he's been pretty much keeping pace ever since.
Alright, Nirm is into the wolf boss with 3 health, and this could be a little tricky. Does pick up the safety bucket.
Yeah, BGT has the luxury of basically a full bar of health with the bucket on. Nirm.
Yeah, Nirm is
Oh.
down, so BGT takes the lead, and that is a big swing.
Yeah, and that's what Dark Magician needed. In fact, that's going to put Nirm in last right now.
Yeah.
And looks like everyone else should be good to finish the fight. Link's got plenty of health. Wow. Big shakeup.
Yeah, BGT making good progress. DM and Link 7 made up a lot of time there.
Well, it's going to come down to really just general platforming at the end here. The only places you can really lose a ton of time, I guess, would be falling through on the clock room.
Probably the screamer room too, and that's about it.
Yeah, looks like no one's gonna really be worried about health.
Yeah,
They're all pretty much full here, so.
and dang, BGT gets caught right out of the fall there. Center fielder was positioned perfectly on that one. And no trips to Egypt, unfortunately.
I did that level once, and I don't think I have any plans on doing it again.
Some pretty fun gambit on BGT side to get coached to go for the true ending. BGT had a nice clean clock room there.
Yeah. Still maintaining that pretty solid lead here.
Yeah, and he's got really good health going into the Screamer room, so if he doesn't get pinballed too hard, he can probably skip the soda machine.
Meanwhile, Nirm has caught all the way up to Dark Magician.
Yeah, this is
just seconds behind.
Yeah, this is real close.
And Link actually has fallen behind. I'm not sure what happened. I missed what happened earlier.
Nah, he might have fallen off the bridge or something.
Oh, and he takes a spill into the hole in the clock room as well. It's gonna set him back pretty far. Boss fight starting for BGT, and wow. DM and Nirm.
Yeah, but DM's gonna stop at the soda machine and Nirm's just gonna run by.
Wow, alright, what are we gonna... It's like about a second difference going in, so... I don't... actually gonna matter.
I don't blame DM at all, but this is, I've always been afraid of soda machine trips costing me a race.
Yeah, it's like, what, 4 seconds or so to drink it?
Yeah.
Maybe. So... we'll see. I mean, you can make a second back up, but you need your opponent to kind of miss a hit or two.
And who do we got in the background there? Is that some Wahoya action in the Dark Magicians?
It's a little tiny little Wahoya cam. Yeah, I see that. See if it gives him any luck. That is just fantastic. I have to say.
Yeah, DM doing a pretty good job with the chroma key, I must admit.
BGT is like somewhat low on health, but we are almost done with the fight at this point, so I think he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Takes another hit though.
Yeah, it's just... I think everyone has had, those moments early on learning this where you just get chain stunned by one of those Deku nuts and it just feels awful.
DM just had to basically 3-cycle that hit there. So I'm not sure if he's made up time on this fight.
Yeah, this is going to be super close. BGT is going to be the first one to survive relegation, though, with an 1806.
GG to BGT. DM is, he was 1 full cycle behind there. So it looks like Nirm is going to take second, and him and BGT are going to be saved from being flushed to the bowl.
Wow, 1823 in for Nirm, and then 1830 in for DM, so hard luck loser on that one. Another good time to go with his very good average, but unfortunately just the hard luck loser.
Yeah, and Link's just finishing up as well. I think he's going to come in under 19, it looks like. We're going to have a full lot.
Yeah, everyone 19. In this group, sub 19. So Dark Magician and Link going to the bowl, but if they keep putting times up like that, wouldn't be surprised to see them back into the upper deck after next season.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad I'm not in the bowl and I don't have to race them. I'll just hang out down in the cesspool. My Melvin hats. These guys get a couple of those too this time, so.
Yeah, it just always feels bad. Like, sub 19, here's your Melvin hat. Like, jeez.
Yeah, none of these are really bad race times at all.
So yeah, GG to BGT and Nirm for surviving. Really nice effort from Nirm too to come back from that death. I thought that was going to be all she wrote, but well played for the rest of the game.
Yeah, really close end there. I don't think I guess the way the boss fights went, the soda didn't end up probably mattering for DM with a 7-second deficit there, but kept it real close at the end. So yeah. All right. Well, unless you got anything else, I think we can send it back up to Hans.
Nah, I think that that about does it. Yeah, see what Hans has to say.
It is the end of an era. Link Sevens will be relegated to the bowl. Joining him will be Dark Magician, who only had a one-season stint in the upper deck before falling down where he most likely belongs, that middle tier. With Link Sevens being relegated, that leaves only Buzz Thunder, Coach Crab, and Bent Glass Tube as the only 3 original participants of the Elite Tournament who still remain in the upper deck. But speaking of upper deck, we have the Upper Deck Championship right now. This is the Elite Championship. It's going to feature D-Pad Danny and Buzz Thunder. Let's get to that match right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for the Splatterhouse WANPAKU Graffiti top of the charts finals. We've got Buzz Thunder on the left, D-Pad Danny on the right. I am joined by the one, the only, Angry Larry.
Yo, what's up?
I'm excited to see how this match plays out. As you notice, D-Pad did not reset in the beginning and was actually a little slow out of the starting gate, so he's already about 7 seconds behind.
Yeah, D-Pad playing on that original hardware, which you can't reset the game if you're playing on the real console. So he's at a disadvantage.
That's actually interesting. I wonder why it works that way. In any case, Buzz Thunder out to a lead. Buzz looking to repeat as the Elite Champion.
Yeah, he has a 1 season in a row winning streak. He wants to extend it to 2. The answer on D-Pad Danny's trouble there is he's playing the game on the real Famicom cart, but to convert it to his top toaster, he has to put it through a series of Game Genies and converters. And if you do the quick reset trick, it brings him to the Game Genie menu, not to the start of the game.
I see. So his authenticity is screwing him over.
Well, that, and he wants to protect the fact that he's entering a code before he starts.
I see, of course. We don't tell people that. Because how else would D-Pad Danny have come this far?
I mean, if you look at their records, the only blemish on D-Pad Danny's side is he lost to Coach Crab, which was a pretty close match, if I remember correctly, nearing the end. Buzz Thunder lost to Unos, who D-Pad Danny beat. That's the only common opponent. But Unos decided to spend the first 30 seconds of that match practicing the final boss. So, who knows if he really would have won.
I see. Well, didn't Buzz Thunder have to face off against Coach Crab?
Yeah, so I guess they have 2 common opponents. But, is Coach Crab really considered a person or an opponent? I guess so. He's done pretty well.
He cuts a pretty mean promo.
Yeah, he does. I like his serious constipation face before and after, each of the ones he does.
All right, getting through stage 1 here. Buzz Thunder a little bit ahead. The books are dead, but D-Pad Danny definitely made up time there. Only about maybe 3-4 seconds behind at this point, so should see a little bit of a swing here at the first boss.
D-Pad Danny almost completely forgets to clear the chairs. And surprising enough, he does get... Well, I thought he did have the lockdown, the head on lock. But he did have a good fight, so did Buzz. I think D-Pad Danny gained a little bit more time there.
Yeah, but he looks like maybe about 2.5 to 3 seconds now going into stage 2. Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Do you remember their other commercial for that same kind of company product?
I bet if you told me I'd remember it, but currently no.
I was really hoping you'd tell me so I would remember it. I know there was another commercial similar to Head On, apply directly to the forehead, but I forget what it was.
I remember like some lady with like brunette hair, an older lady, like looking like she's in pure agony, and then she's like rubbing the thing on her forehead and then smiling or something like that. Like that's all I really remember. But I don't remember like the tagline or what was said. I'm sure somebody on the internet has it somewhere.
I am currently trying to find that person.
All right, we got about 3 seconds for Buzz Thunder over D-Pad Danny, still staying consistently ahead. Let's see how they fare in the cesspool. The important thing here is to make sure you maintain your forward momentum, and when you're on land, you want to jump as far as possible in order to keep your above water speed. And D-Pad has taken 3 hits so far, so he's definitely losing out against Buzz Thunder here. Both players electing to take the water route, which is slower, but definitely more reliable as you don't have to stab any mice. So, looking to be both these runners trying to be more consistent. Buzz cutting it a little close there, but he is able to take out the giant green mouse, and D-Pad not far behind. Got Buzz Thunder finishing up stage 2 here. He's at about 5:10. D-Pad Danny not far behind, about 6 seconds. Buzz Thunder about doubled his lead with a more consistent cesspool, and we're on to stage number 3.
Yeah, we'll see how Buzz here fares with the initial stuff. No one brought in the shotgun. D-Pad Danny just decided to trust fall. No one was there to catch him.
The nerves getting the D-Pad Danny. Is this his first elite final?
Upper Deck, yes. He won the cesspool in his first season. I think that was Yume Penguin. And he lost to BGT, maybe, in the Magic Kingdom in the semifinals. He has not been in a loser's bracket.
Oh, wow.
But I think it's arguable whether he's been carried by misfortune or not. I think we can have get Summoning Salt on that and have it like a D-Pad Danny progression video.
The Mark Martin of the Elite.
Yeah, I mean, I get that reference. Nobody in chat's getting that reference, though.
That guy did.
That guy's also a knob, so let's not worry about him.
Well, these spiders will maybe even things up, maybe lengthen Buzz's lead. We'll see. Buzz took a lot of damage here, more so than I would be comfortable with, down to only 4 hits. And especially with the trolley bats coming up and who knows what. I mean, he's going to get some health back from some candies as he moves along here and the zombies in the church. But he took another hit. He's down to 3. He's got to be a little bit careful here.
9-second lead for Buzz leaving the spider fight. He's going to pick up a few safety candies there, and he'll be okay for this. Well, I mean, unless he gets pinned and cornered. We'll wait and see. I think the whole damage in the spider area is I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it was mentioned in the current world record video as being something that might get the spiders to spawn and fall faster. Like,
interesting.
Yeah, they react to taking your damage, so I wonder if Buzz just had problems there, or he was trying to intentionally take damage, hopefully, to get that fight to go faster. D-Pad Danny does have full health, though. Full health +1 now. Buzz has increased his health within this section of the game, so looks like he has the goat on lock right now, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, did get hit by the bat, but handled it just fine and won't have to worry too much. And the goat's getting away from D-Pad Danny here, though. Fortunately, he's able to whack it all the way across the screen and locks it down on the left, which is a little unconventional, but Probably not too much worse for the wearer. Going to be a little bit slower than Buzz once again, and it's got a lot of ground to make up.
You got the torch on the right, and then the right side of the cabinet on the left are your markers for pinning the goat. So it's not that hard to pin the goat on the left. It's just, you got to be in that right place, and Danny was in that right place.
So if the dude in the pod was anybody in the elite, who does that look like? Who would that be? Armageddon time?
Yeah. He's got that kind of head shape,
I wouldn't know.
Who in the elite have we not seen a picture of? Because that could be that person.
Yeah, perfect. That's a good question. I think most people have either been on camera or at some event where their face has been shown at this point.
Europe sales, maybe.
Europe sales, yeah. I don't recall seeing Europe sales. Buzzes into the shack at 9:41. Let's see just how far behind D-Pad Danny is.
One of the initial struggles in this game, or any game that we do for Elite, is, can people make it through the game without dying or without using the limited continues? And I got to admit, when I first played this game, I was worried, and certainly people have and still continue to use continues or run out of continues, but I was worried for myself. And you can see there, Buzz was down to how much health in leaving the spider fight and in the board after, and he's back up to full health now without even taking a death.
Yeah, this game's pretty good in terms of, even if you take a death, like it usually spits you out in the same exact screen you were on, so continues aren't really all that costly. So it's very good in terms of a race game. Obviously, you don't want to die in any, and this game doesn't really. Once you get the hang of it, like your opportunities to die are really only if you make a huge mistake, which happens, I guess, kind of often.
Simultaneous fork knife. Missed cycle there for Danny. Buzz did not miss any cycles. He's going to leave here, increasing his lead, but by how much? Let's see if Danny can clean the rest up.
Yep, Buzz moving on to stage 5. Probably the most technical stage of all of them. The 2 forest screens. If you know what you're doing, you can get through them very quickly without too much trouble. But if you don't, you take a lot of damage, and it can be pretty painful.
You can also not know what you're doing and just take the fortunate death, damage boosts in an accidental kind of way.
That's very true.
But yeah, Buzz has a pretty comfortable lead at this point right now, with really only the boss of this stage, I guess, left to really, even things out if it goes poorly. Otherwise, it's on the runner to just absolutely throw.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen that in Elite history, but Buzz definitely has a comfortable lead.
And has a good enough pool of health here. See if he grabs the bucket. I mean, I think it does not grab the bucket. He's too good for it. I think it's absolutely a no-brainer to grab it in race situations. You have really nothing to lose. It takes no time at all to get.
So far, so good for Buzz. Mystic does not hit him quite out of his invulnerability immediately, but it's looking good, and the boss is already down, so... Buzz with a very comfortable lead, and D-Pad Danny as well, not grabbing the bucket.
Yeah, people have this dumb equation on if they have more than half health, they'll never get the bucket. And if they have less than half health, they will get the bucket. Doesn't really entirely make sense to me. I would want to not take as much damage as possible regardless of what my health is.
It's true. We've got about a 20-second lead for Buzz Thunder on your left, looking to repeat as the Elite Season 6 and Elite Season 7 champion.
Yeah, it would go along with his, season 2 and season 3 championship?
Yeah, definitely. He would make him the most winningest person in history, elite history, if he's not already.
I'm not sure he won 3. He won 2 and 4, I believe.
So if you were to compare Buzz Thunder's accomplishments with any other athlete, who would you compare him to?
Like Luke Walton, a guy who's just on the roster and wins championships. Probably.
I mean,
Like Scottie Pippen, maybe? Like decent enough to win?
if he wins this one, he's won more than half of them.
Yeah, I mean, that is true, but you gotta look at the competition that he had and has in this tournament, you know.
I don't know. I feel if you have won more than half of the tournaments ever, that's what we call domination, Angry Larry.
Yeah, I mean, we can be in denial about it as well.
It's true. It's not over yet, though.
What about
Buzz-
what about the ones he did not win, though? I mean, getting into the losers bracket in some of them.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Absolutely.
How many elite tournaments have you and I won?
I didn't get that because my headset's cutting out.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Well, Buzz is taking a couple of hits in the splashbacker room. That's gonna let D-pad catch up a tiny bit. Buzz entering the final boss at 1531. And D-pad having the same trouble in the same room, so it's gonna come down to defeating the Pumpkin King here. Got about an 18-second difference. D-pad Danny making up 2 seconds in this final stage, but he's gonna need a miracle at this point.
I always find it hysterical that no matter how big your lead is, almost everyone always loses while doing this fight. It takes the biggest of blowouts for somebody not to be, like the opponent to not be on this fight when they lose.
That's true. This fight takes, 2.5 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, it's just, that's why when I practice, man, I cut out this fight and I cut out everything before the zombies in the beginning. And it's a nice, fluid, 12-minute practice session.
So if you could pick a final boss for this game that wasn't the Pumpkin King, if you had some other, I guess, horror story villain in mind, what would it be?
So something not in this game already, but something that's out there in canon.
Sure.
I mean, something as insane as a Chucky doll or Leprechaun bouncing the hell around. Like running up the walls and dropping clovers on you or something. Might be, dumb enough.
I was thinking Pennywise, have a scary clown.
Are you on the team that wants Pennywise in Mortal Kombat 11?
I wasn't even aware that was a thing, but sure, why not? Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat itself has done stupider things in there.
Speaking of stupid, Buzz Thunder has won. Maybe. He's just got to wait until the animations are over.
Might load a save state. He did not load a save state. Your Elite Season 7 winner, Buzz Thunder, with a time of 17 minutes and 54 seconds. Congratulations to Buzz Thunder, his 4th Elite victory. We think.
It is 4. 17 over there on D-pad Danny's side. I'll tell you what, 17:54 is a great time to end the tournament on. That sub 18 threshold is something that people wanted to achieve near the end of the tournament. Buzz Thunder has done it a few times, and this one rates up there, at least top 5 in terms of the lowest times in the tournament.
Yep, D-Pad did make it to the top, but not quite taking home the bacon. I'm sure D-Pad's gonna be B-sad. Gonna be B-sad? I ruined it, dude.
You ruined it.
It's over. I'm sad now.
No, we're all sad. Trust me. But yeah, Buzz Thunder is your champion 2-time in a row, 4-time altogether. We'll bring it up to Hans Buttface in the studio for the final stats of the tournament and recap everything that went on. Nirm, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Angry Larry.
And we'll get it up to Hans Buttface to put a bow on this season of Elite action.
Winners don't use drugs.
And for the second season in a row, congratulations to Buzz Thunder for winning the Elite Championship. Somehow nobody can defeat him, and D-Pad Danny definitely didn't even give himself a chance to win. Buzz will assume the position on top of the knob for Season 7. And here's your reminder that you can challenge for any of these games, plus the Season 7 game, Splatterhouse WANPAKU Graffiti, starting right now. If you want to challenge for any of them, please go on into the Elite Discord, hosted by the Angry Larry Gaming server, and let it be known that you want to make a challenge. And we have one remaining thing left to do before we get to Season 8, is we have to pick a game for Season 8. Giving us game nominations will be the Elite Champion, Buzz Thunder, the Bowl Champion, Angry Larry, and the Cesspool Champion, Europsilis. But there will also be a fourth person, a fourth member, giving us a pick, and we'll do the drawing for that pick right now. And we have one remaining thing left to do before we get to Season 8, is we have to pick a game for Season 8. Giving us game nominations will be the Elite Champion, Buzz Thunder, the Bowl Champion, Angry Larry, and the Cesspool Champion, Europsilis. But there will also be a fourth person, a fourth member, giving us a pick, and we'll do the drawing for that pick right now. All right, so picks are awarded to the people who won the championships for their respective division. But then there's also the fourth pick, which will be given to somebody at random. They get entries into the hat, or ping pong balls, if you will, based on their position in the tournament. You can see D-Pad Danny has 5 for being runner-up. Coach Crab and Unos have 3 each for being in the winner's bracket of the Upper Deck. Bentglass Tube and Nirm get 2 for surviving the Upper Deck's relegation race. Armageddon Time and Link 7s get 1 pick for losing that relegation race. Yeah, I did say Dark Magician and Link 7s. Armageddon Time gets 3 picks for being the runner-up in the bowl. Jam Eviler, Edgestream, they were in the winner's bracket in the bowl. You get 2 each. Random Effect, Zarnax, 42. Dig Shake and Puke all get 1 for being in the relegation race. And then Thurwolf, 3 for being the runner-up in the Cesspool. Justin Mann and BTs, 2 for being in the winner's bracket. The rest, the Alan Heffley, Jackamus Wedge, Zyrak, and Zebgedny get 1 for not making the winner's bracket. And then Dig Shake gets 2 more bonus picks for winning the humiliation race from Season 6 when he defeated Random Effect while playing Ninja Gaiden. So here's what we need to do. I need somebody from chat to call out a number, but this is how we're doing it. Give me a number and make fun of somebody in the Elite Tournament like it was a 12 Days of Christmas song. So like 5 carts soft locking would be like a good one. So give me your best elite insult in the form of a parody of the 12 Days of Christmas, and we'll roll this that many times. 12 Armors shutting up. We have a winner. Thank you, CF207. That was the best one that I've seen. 3 Wahoya's hoying is good, though, too. I kind of want to see what else is going to be mentioned. There is no number 16 in the 12 Days of Christmas. And 12 is actually a lot of randomization. It's a lot of clicking the button. I don't know if I want to do it that many times. So I think I do like 3 Wahoya's hoying from Nirm. 11 uniseconds wasting. God damn. D-pad Danny. Wow. And a penis in a spreadsheet. I want to roll it more than one, but that's good as well. All right, so I think we're going to do 5 Lar AFs. I think we're going to do 3 Wahoya's hoying. That was a Nirm. So I'm going to click this 3 times. Whoever's at the top will be the winner of the pick, the 4th pick for the game we potentially may play for Season 8. 12 D-pad games a-changin'. That's a good one as well. We should put all these together and sing it at the reveal show. All right, here we go. We're going to do it 3 times. Here's 1. Here's 2. 2 for 2 for Dig Shake. Uh-oh. Here comes number 3. This is the one that counts. D-pad Danny. All right, so our picks this season, Buzz Thunder, Angry Larry, Europsilus, and D-pad Danny. So congratulations to D-pad. The information and instructions will be in your mailbox within a couple weeks.
Get your ski shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. Your juice is soft, it gets right to ya. Juicy fruit, the taste is gonna move ya.
And congratulations, too, for winning the lottery and being the 4th member of the Elite Tournament eligible to select a game. When will we reveal this game? Well, that is late February sound. Stay tuned for more information through the proper Elite channels, the Angry Larry Gaming Discord, or at Larry is Angry on Twitter. Or there's like a website that may or may not get updated to notify when we will reveal the Season 8 game for the Elite Tournament and feature the blind humiliation race, this time a 4-way race. Dark Magician, Link 7s, Dig Shake, and Puke 7, or as many of them as we can get. And that will kick off Elite Season number 8. We'd like to go ahead and thank all of these people for helping out during Season number 7, providing commentary for the races or helping with the stream's content. They are also the only people in chat right now, so thanks for watching as well. And that officially concludes Season number 7 of the Elite Tournament featuring Splatterhouse WANPAKU Graffiti. I'm Hans Buttface, and I'd like to say thanks to everyone from the participants in the tournament to those helping out for commentary and those watching at home, or even those watching the VOD, or those in the future watching on YouTube. Thank you, everyone. It is a lot of fun to put on, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Stay tuned for Season number 8 in the first quarter of 2019. Have a good one. Knob.